Hello everyone. Today I decided to come out here to this beautiful nature. It's a little forest here close to the place where I live. And I decided to be outside a little bit because I think it's getting a bit old for all of us to be at home and to stay at home. So if I look around here, I really enjoy the birds singing and the sunshine. And actually you cannot see from here, but there's a beautiful old tree very close. It's said to be more than 500 years old. And actually this tree and the nature inspires me to talk about the topic that I chose for today, which is new challenges in business. And probably a few weeks ago we could have not imagined having a university lecture out in the nature delivered through a video conference or a YouTube channel. But because everything is changing around us so fast and so quickly that we have to learn new ways. And maybe I told you that I'm also stepping out of my comfort zone and I'm doing new things, but maybe it will inspire you as well to do so. So if it's possible for me and it's possible for you, it can be possible for all of us to challenge ourselves. And I can't help but really, when I come back every week to this video and to the topic that I have to deliver to you, it makes me think what could be the most helpful for you. Because we can talk about business communication, and there are several topics that we have covered and we will cover until, after this one. But I want to be true and truthful to the reality that we are living right now. And I think we can all agree with that this is a very new thing that we are facing. Many businesses are collapsing. Many smaller or bigger businesses are facing huge challenges that they had no idea that they will have. And when most of the people are working from home, working remotely, and you as university students also are listening to this video probably at home, wearing your pajamas or whatever, just comfortable clothes, I think it would be a kind of strange for me to talk about just the same topics as I talked about until now. Because when it comes to interviews, it's going to be a whole different scene. When it comes to writing emails or maybe just communicating about our company and about ourselves, we are facing challenges and differences now. So the world right now is not the same anymore as it was before. And I think one of the biggest changes is that we tend to be maybe more honest with what is going on. So if you just follow the social media, if you go to LinkedIn, you see posts where people are actually revealing their challenges, and they are not trying to show that everything is perfect and they are experts in everything that is happening, because they are not. And I think I kind of like this word a little bit more, because I think we pushed it too far. And now we really have to go back to the roots and to the core values. And when we talk about core values, we used to talk about that earlier as well in business, but I think now is the time when a company can show what is a true core value for itself. When it comes to people who are making a living out of this company and out of the profit of this company, and now there is no profit. Now the companies have to show what is really important for them. So of course there are many situations, many difficulties, but when the first step for a company is to fire almost everybody from the company, probably there was not a true core value when they said that the most important for them is their workers and their customers, because some companies just shut down very quickly. On the other hand, there are some companies who are dealing with this in a very nice and human manner, and I think we are experiencing so much of that nowadays, that people offer whatever they have, and they also show compassion, which is important in these very difficult times. I also have some notes here with me. I'm going to show you like this, that I also made some notes. And there is a term that has being used. It's called the VUCA word. I don't know if you have heard of that. It's spelled it's a simple V, U, C, and A, the VUCA word. And what does it mean? I don't know if you have heard of it or not. The word VUCA stands for volatility, hard word to pronounce, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And when I said we have talked about it until now in business too, it's true. But at the same time, I think it's just the perfect time to bring it up again and to see how it works. Because definitely there is complexity in our context right now, ambiguity and uncertainty definitely, and volatility as well. So this word VUCA has been used by leaders because there were several challenges we have faced until now. But the Corona time is like it's a whole new word. We cannot really say anything about it because we don't know. And maybe this is the first time in history where actually the honest thing is to say that we don't know. We don't know how it's going to change our societies. We don't know how it's going to change our businesses. We don't know how it's going to change ourselves. So it's a very, very new era. And in an official way, we could say that it's a paradigm shift. Okay, so the paradigm shift is happening nowadays. And of course, when we say that this is a VUCA word, as I said, uncertain, complex, ambiguous time, what can we do? What can be done? And actually, I found a really good article that I shared with you, so you will find it in the Moodle system. If you are not a university student, I tell you that the Moodle is basically a platform where we share information with students. So actually, I shared it with you, you will find it. I just want to bring up a few ideas from that. So what can be done when actually we find ourselves in a situation like that? And out of volatility, we should move into vision, because this is something where we don't know actually what's going to happen. At least we should have some kind of vision. And of course, there are many effects, things that are coming and shaping our reality, but at least we should decide where we want to go and what we want to do. So a leader who is dedicated, that he or she wants to continue the business and wants to serve people and wants to do good for customers and clients, I think a vision would be the most important thing to do. It's also very important to find the purpose of the business and to find these core values that I talked about earlier. Of course, setting goals is like an all-time favorite because it's also valid nowadays. And to focus. When there are so many things are happening, it's important to focus on the goals that we have set for our company and our business. The next one, what happens when there is uncertainty? There must be a whole lot of understanding on the other side. And I think we are doing a great job with that, at least according to my experience. Everybody that I talk to until now, my clients, my students, my supervisors, basically everybody was so much more understanding than before. And this is what we need right now in our world, because we are facing so many new things that we are not prepared for that, just simply not prepared. So it's okay to question, it's okay to listen, and it's okay to start dialogue with each other. Because I think when we like each other and when we want to continue our work together after this time, it's going to be very crucial if we had good and let's just say good conversations with each other and we were able to listen to each other. Okay, complexity. Of course, it is a very complex time because facts are changing around us day by day, maybe hour by hour. So we don't know what to do. So the opposite side of that, in times of complexity, we should work on clarity. And how can we clarify things if everything is changing? At least if we set goals in the beginning, we are going to have at least the direction where we want to go. And we are trying and working on that to make everything more easy to understand or easier to understand and to clarify it. We also have to engage with others, as I said, listening to each other and asking questions from each other. It's very, very important. And to involve all these multiple perspectives that we share. And we never know, maybe it can be a good idea from someone that is coming from a person from the company or from our business that we haven't really listened to until now. Maybe this person can bring up a valuable idea. And ambiguity was the word, and on the other side, agility is the word. So we actually have to start experimenting. As I said, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. So when we start to reflect on the things that are going around us, maybe it's time to experiment. And I know that it was said many times before, but on the other hand, I think we were focusing so much on being perfect, and maybe I have talked to you about that in one of my lectures before. But just we have to let that go. It's not going to work for the first time. It's not going to be perfect, whatever we do. These are just ideas that we are trying, and experimenting is the key word here. It's okay not to be perfect. It's totally the time when we are trying to figure it out, what works and what not. So, I have 4 points here, what to do if you are a leader or if you are in a team, if you are working in a team. I think the most important in the VUCA times is to be direct. So the transparency of information is crucial, more crucial than ever. So you have to, if you work with people, you have to make them feel that you are transparent. So you are sharing the information that you have. So it's really not a bad idea to keep the information back. And also this way you will build trust, which will be very, very valuable. If you want your people to come back and continue working with you, trust will be very, very essential. Okay, the next one, be reliable. You also work with people, as I said. So when you want to maintain this good relationship, and if you want them to trust you, you also have to build this positive momentum that is going to lead you through the difficult times. So being direct and being reliable is important. And the next one is to be understandable. You have to empower other people around you. This is the time really when we have to be in partnership with each other. So yes, there will be some hierarchy always, but now maybe it's time to learn the democratic way of working together, engaging everybody, involving every perspective, and empowering each other. I truly believe in this. These are not only big words. I think, as I said, it's a paradigm shift. So maybe this will be a totally new word that we are building right now. And also being humble is very important. You have to calm down. You have to let go everything that you have known until now and figure it out totally, brand new ideas. And the last one is to be trustworthy. Yes, you have to invest into trust because this is going to be the common language among us. So this is how we are going to learn how to work together, to empower and to trust each other, because when we are facing challenges, when there are difficulties that are coming, there is no other way. Nothing else will bring your colleagues, your team together if they are not trusting you and you are not trusting them. So it's kind of like the game when you hide your eyes, you blindfold yourself, and you have to lean back, and the people around you will catch you or will keep you on your feet. So this is like a trust game, we can say that. And respect, yes. As I said before, these are the words that are keywords or buzzwords nowadays. Respect, trust, and all these things that I mentioned before. And actually, I'm glad the time came out here because, as I said, nature is also becoming more and more important now that we are self-isolating ourselves. It's becoming more important to get in touch with nature, actually to look at birds, look at flowers, look at trees. Maybe it's a time for us to reflect on that. And now, as we are coming closer to the Christian holiday, which is called Easter. Some of you also may celebrate it. This is a time for rebirth, resurrection, according to many people's faith. So maybe this is a time for us also to go through some kind of gate, to go through some kind of process in order to have some other new life. And new is always exciting. For some it's scary, but I encourage you to go with the flow, let go all the old things, and just enjoy what has to come. So thanks for listening to me, and we will see each other with my students this week. And I hope you really enjoy whatever you have. If it's a few minutes in the nature, enjoy that. If you have a good conversation with someone, enjoy that. Actually, just celebrate what you have, and hopefully we will get over soon. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.